am streaming live on all platforms right now. So if you are tuning in, you are watching from Facebook, if you are watching from LinkedIn, if you are watching from YouTube, a hearty welcome. If this is the very first time that you hear my voice, that you hear any of my content, my name is Dr. Megan Brainers. I am a podcast host as well as a publisher, an international award-winning author, and I'm excited and expected just to teach all things authorship, what it looks like to build a business using your book, what it looks like to build an authority using the message that he has already given you. So today I'm going to do a quick teaching, and the title for today's topic is From Author or From Ordinary Author to Authority. So if you have been in part of my community, you know that I'm all for writing and publishing, but I've just been speaking to too many authors that have been writing and that have been publishing. But then after that initial 30 days, once the marketing is done, then it's silence. So I want to just speak to you about what it means to steward the message that God has given you so that you're not just writing the book. It's not just a one and done, right? It's not just about, okay, I've been obedient, I've listened to God, He's spoken to me, I need to finish my book. But there's still a responsibility, and there's a piece that's still missing to the puzzle, and that is now the stewardship. It's now stewarding and running with the message that He has given you. So I'm going to be focusing on three things during the live today. The first one is positioning. The second pillar would be building authority. So you want to make sure that you're not just an ordinary author, but you're a trusted voice in your sphere of influence. And the last teaching point would be you're not just writing another book, you are building, you are crafting a blueprint. It's blueprints, it's frameworks, and it's proven formulas that make you stand out from just being an ordinary author. If you just tuned in, I'm live on all platforms. My name is Dr. Megan Brainers. I'm the podcast host of Amplify Your Voice with Dr. Megan Brainers. That's launching next week. So I'm going to leave the links down below if you are a prophetic woman in business or a leader to come and join the waitlist. I already dropped a sneak peek of my introduction episode to my email list that signed up. So you can go ahead and just click the waitlist link and you'll be able to join my email list and receive all the updates. So back to today's topic. If you just joined in wherever you are tuning in from, I'm speaking all things authorship. I'm making sure that you understand that you are not just writing a personal project, but you are stewarding an assignment, right? You have been commissioned into the marketplace. Speaking to my prophetic woman, I'm speaking to those apostolic leaders, for those of you that are building movements. If you're just writing the book, it's a hobby, it's a passion. This may not just be the life for you, as well as a podcast, right? I'm speaking to pioneers in this hour. I'm speaking to kingdom builders in this hour. And I want to make sure that you are equipped and empowered so that you don't just flow in your giftings, but you're also monetizing the message because you want to, give back to that nonprofit. You want to make sure that you are building out the vision, which needs finances. I've had conversations. I've just recorded a few episodes where I've spoken to bold business leaders that's been called to both ministry and the marketplace. And I've seen a common thread. So, once we start speaking about the book is out there. It's an absolutely beautiful topic, beautiful cover, content is rich. But then after that, usually when I ask the question, okay, so have you built out an offer from the book? And it's like, no. Then my next question is like, but why not, right? There are so many ways for you to build your authority using your book. Well, the first area I wanted to go into is when I usually consult with women of faith in business, there's a common thread. There's a few things that they need clarity on and also guidance in strategy, building systems, and then, of course, bringing that all together and packaging that as they are flowing in their gifting. So if you are able to extract the framework and the lessons that you've actually written about in your book, there's a way for you to do that. Okay, it doesn't just have to be, oh, it was a nice read. I've read it a couple of times. I've read it once. I've read it twice. I actually teach my authors to write a book in a way so that your framework stands out and people are going to be like, oh, I want to know more. Where can I buy the course? Where can I get into the cohort? So I actually teach him how to do that so that the book is the doorway and the offer is the next step. You want to make sure that your audience, your clients, your community, that you are giving them the biggest transformation that they can get. You are there to serve them. You're not just, merely putting words on paper, but you also want to make sure that you are stewarding that message in a way that leaves a legacy. So I'm speaking about beyond book sales, right? We're not just focusing on the book. The book is a seed, right? It's not. I always say the book is a seed, it's not the tree. It will connect all your other offers. It will connect the memberships and everything else that you are doing, if that is something that you already have in place, to the book. If you are just starting out and you've only written a book, you don't have the membership yet, you don't have a high ticket cohort yet, you don't have a premium pathway for the reader, this is your permission to start doing that, right? This is the go live. This is a green button that you can indeed go and put that expertise, put your genius, put your brilliance, put all of those things and package that together and make sure that you are clear, make sure that the people that you are offering the services to, that they understand that you are the authority in that area. People will only start looking at you as an expert. They will only start seeing that you are actually a thought leader in the specific topic when you take them on a journey way beyond the book sale. So what that may look like is you may want to start thinking about what are speaking opportunities that can be birthed from the book. I've written 7 books. And when I wrote my first book, I didn't yet understand what it means to build a profitable brand beyond the launch and the book sale. So I was still learning, I was gleaning from different master classes, information. And I just came to a point where I was tired of scripts. I was tired of how-tos, courses, and all those type of things. I just made a decision. I'm going to consult with God. He's the one that created me. He's the one that wired me in this way. He understands how I flow. He understands how I think. He understands exactly, how what he gave me the vision. So I started having journaling sessions, and this is what I teach my clients now as well. I'm starting having business meetings with God where I seek Him for strategy and I seek Him for solution. And that's exactly what I get in that session. So I'm not merely just looking at, the next gifted person or wanting what they have or comparing my gifts or my talents or my skills with someone else, but I'm looking inwardly and I'm seeking the Lord and I'm saying, okay, what are the areas that you want me to go into? What are the areas you want me to speak on? Right? What's possible mindset shifts that I'm not seeing, I'm not stepping yet into. So, just asking those questions and making sure that I'm clear on what I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to be doing it with, who I'm supposed to be collaborating with in this season, because you're not supposed to be collaborating with everyone. It needs to be intentional. That's the season I'm in right now. If you're a trailblazer, you totally understand, you need to find your tribe and build with your tribe, because not everyone that's sent to you is meant to be your destiny helper, because you also get destiny killers, those that come to disrupt your voice, those that come to make sure that you don't step out fully into your assignment. So even as you are building, it's important for you not to stop when you see distractions, not to stop when you see the giants, but you need to keep on building. Just like Nehemiah, you need to stay on the wall. You need to war even while you are building, not to put your weapons down. So it's important that you also look at, what do you currently have if you don't have a business model yet from your book? What are the possible hindrances that has prevented you? Is it you don't have enough time? I've been there. Is it perhaps you're wearing all the hats? I've been there. I've got all the t-shirts, right? So I needed to make a decision. Am I an entrepreneur or am I a charity? Because at the end of the day, you cannot be both. So free.com needs to go, because if you are serious about building something lasting, something that will leave a legacy behind, you want to make sure you look at your numbers. You're looking at, if you are not making the book sales, what is the next step? So let's just speak a little bit about that. So if you're just starting out and all of this is like way I'm a little bit way ahead of you, real quick, just before you even start writing, or even if you're writing the next book, you want to make sure that you ask yourself, what problem am I solving? What transformation does the message create that I'm sharing? And then also, what is the ongoing support should someone need that support after reading it? And that brings us to this topic in the conversation about building out a course, building out a membership, or building out a high ticket program. So you want to make sure that whatever you are doing with your book, it actually fills the gap for if you already have a consulting business, or we have a coaching business. The book is actually going to be pointing people to those things that's already in existence. So that would actually amplify your message, because you already have a foundation, you already have an offer that you can most possibly build out. So you don't have to be in lack, right? Because we serve a God that gives us abundance. So if you are positioned correctly, if you are in alignment, you've published a book, and you want to, build out the next step, you need to look at a few things. For instance, where are your people hanging out, right? You want to make sure that you are actually building an ecosystem around your message. That is the secret sauce. So you're not just aimlessly posting on Instagram, you're not just aimlessly posting on LinkedIn and hoping that you will convert someone. No, you want to make sure that you are building your own community, and you then serve that community. And the best way to do that is you take out all those points, all those lessons that you've written about in the book, and you can most possibly teach on that for a whole year. That's just one area. You can possibly start a membership and then start teaching and training in there, whichever way that can look, whichever way you want to go with that. So that's just a few pointers I wanted to put out there. Let me know if you do have any questions, how to package your expertise, how to build a recurring revenue. That's membership is also that's nice if you want to have recurring income. For instance, someone would sign up $27 to your membership, and you're teaching there, or you have a course in there. That is recurring income coming in as you are building out your other office suite. So when I say office suite, I'm saying that you would have a value ladder. So the book would be would be the doorway. The next step for them would maybe be to jump into your course, $27, for instance, and the next step would most possibly be where they jump into a cohort, maybe $2,500. And then the next step from there, you can for sure build out a premium pathway or a high ticket offer. So you can already see there's different streams of income. And then we're looking at speaking, we're looking at podcasting, we're looking at monetizing your message. So if you are interested in monetizing your message, if you know there's a book that you've published, you're not seeing the sales, perhaps you had to put the marketing down because life was lifing, but God is saying, I need you to pick up this assignment again. I need you to steward it well. I need you to get into the room so that you can flow in your gifting, so that you're not sitting on your gifting, but you're multiplying. Come on. You are multiplying what I've deposited inside of you. It's not supposed to stay inside of you. It's supposed to go out to the people. It's supposed to go out to the nations. It's supposed to impact. It's supposed to influence lives. If it is not, then most possibly we are being distracted by the noise or what is happening in our surroundings. So if you are someone that you are saying you're a coach, consultant, you're a prophetic leader, you're a builder, and you want to get into the room, I'm hosting a 3-day live experience. It's not a masterclass, it's not a workshop, it's an implementation lab. And over 3 days, I will be pouring into leaders where I will be teaching on how to take your book to a business, right? So over the 3 days, these 3 key pillars we will be focusing on. The first one is discovering your platform, your marketing platform that suits you, that attracts people to you, what that looks like. Second one is positioning, how to position your book, how to leverage that and actually build out the offer. And in the third area that we will be looking at, focusing on is profit. How to now monetize your message, because it doesn't end by publishing, right? There's so much more that you can do. There's a movement, there's a legacy that's awaiting you, but you need to take the next step. So if that's something that you're interested in, general admission is $97 and VIP is $197. If you opt in for general access, it's 48-hour replay access. But if you opt in for VIP, which is $197, it has unlimited access to replay. And you also get another day with me of live training where we will be focusing on how to sign up your first clients as an author using LinkedIn. So I will be teaching you then also, if you don't have any success on Facebook, I'll also share some other platforms. If you have tried platforms but you're not converting clients, we'll be speaking on that. But you will be walking away empowered and with a game plan. So if you like, yes, sign me up, go ahead, click the link, and I will see you in the room.